U26, Canada, Israel, just the closed room? Really? Just the closed room? We can't watch the entire match, just the closed room. That's fine. We're going in. Canada, Israel. Okay. There are even 500 bridge content. I mean, sometimes I exaggerate, but hold on. Let me count this. Okay, is there a way to get the number of people in a WhatsApp group chat? We start with a weak no Trump. Yeah, it can't get better than this. This is why we're here. Wait, what is this? This can't possibly be correct. Okay, apparently there's only 14 people in here. I can't believe that there's only 14 people in here. There's no way. I have definitely seen more than 14. I mean, how can you produce that like number of messages with only 14 people? That is so unbelievable to me. All right, I was way off. Surely some that's probably true. I should just leave. It's definitely true. Um but I mean it's not that taxing, and every once in a while like maybe there's someone who like pings me for something. I have been notified of some events that have been coming up in case I wanted to broadcast them. So that has been relatively helpful. PC also is surprised there are 500 bridge players who know what WhatsApp is. That's a good point. I mean, I think that WhatsApp is relatively Did we end up at the 5 level somehow? We did. What was this auction? All right, I'm back with us. 1 no, 2 to... Oh, is Craig on? Oh, Craig is on. I'm sorry, Craig. Hello. Oh, it sounds as if Craig is on a phone call with someone else. Okay, he'll let me know in the chat when he's back. 1 no transfer, 3 hearts. What does SN mean? Oh, this is the alerts. So NS and SN are the people who alerted the bids. So North and South alerted 1 no Trump. South and North alerted 2 diamonds. I don't know why some are SN and some are NS. I assume it's because someone alerted first. And then only North was alerting 4 spades, 4 no, and 5 hearts, which, yeah. I mean, this is going to make, probably with an overtrick. Is that true? Let me think. Declare wins the club ace. Well, now it's definitely making with an overtrick. Heart to the ace, spade. Really nothing to the play. Just try the diamond finesse at that point. Oh, Ilorian asked about transfers and super accepts after weak no trump. That is a good question. I don't play weak no trump, so I don't know any of this stuff, and I'm just not that familiar with it. I would agree with you that it does seem strange to super accept after a transfer for a weak no trump. Was it a weak no trump? What was North's hand? North had the club ace, the king, queen of spades, and the heart king. It was a 12 count. Maybe it's not so bad. Because I think opposite a weak no trump, if you have a bad hand, it's often not a good idea to transfer, because this gives the opponents a second chance to try and come into the auction. So it's often better, like if you have a 3 count opposite a weak no trump and you have a 5-card major, you should probably just pass 1 no trump if you're not doubled and hope that the opponents just pass it out. That's an easy way to win a game swing. If like your right hand opponent has a 13 count and your left hand opponent has a 13 count, then you can just play a no trump and fine, you probably go down extras. So I'm not convinced that like your transfers should show real values. Like obviously South could have a 6-card major and not much else. But yeah, I do think one way that the weak no trump earns a lot of imps is by just passing out hands when the opponents can't compete or choose not to compete or be a little bit passive. Do we have access to the other table? We do. Okay, I kind of want to watch this because I know that people generally are mildly opposed to me watching 2 tables at once, but just because this is kind of a one-off thing and because I want to watch both tables, we're going to do it this way. So here we go. We're both on board 10. Looks like the first board was a push. What have we got in the green room? A club, 2 clubs. See, here we go. If you see the alerts, east-west and west and east. I don't know how small the font is. I know some people are on mobile, and that's the complaint about watching 2 tables, but screw you guys. I'm the one running the show here. So you'll have to put up with this for now. It's only 1 round. You can complain later. So club, 2 clubs. It does look like precision style or something. Wait, what? No, it's not precision. East has a 10 count. You like watching both tables? I'm not sure you're in the minority. It's just the people who like watching both tables are less vocal about it. I think a lot of people just don't really care. So whereas the people who are on mobile really prefer watching 1 table and they're very vocal. You have enough problems to follow 1. I mean, I guess if I'm giving like heavy commentary on something, then that's probably right. You don't want to be like really deep in the weeds on things that are happening in both rooms. East opened a spade? Oh, fuck no. Not this shit again. Do we need to go over why we open our longer suit? Is that something that we should talk about, or no? So what's happening in both rooms? It looks like East-west are Q-betting in this room and for spades. Over here, three spades alerted by West. Interesting, in the green room. There's a lot of bidding happening. I like how optimistic East is on in the blue room with their 5 spades to the 10. East is like, yep, this is a great sequence. 6 hearts is, I assume, an odd number of key cards with a heart void in response to 4 no trump. Craig is back. All right, I will rejoin Discord. Welcome back.
Thank you. Sorry, I got caught up in an unexpected work phone call. So let me
No problem.
get on Lovebridge here. So I'm so
Well,
sorry.
We got a swing.
I don't see how to get to the view. Like I see how to get to like the static running scores. I don't see how to get to the feature table.
So go to the scores and then click. Hold on, let me see if I can figure this out. How do we get here? Go to scores, the scoreboard for round 18. Click live at the top.
I'm sorry. Are you okay? Like much slower. So we're go to where? I see view graph live. I see.
Can you get to the scoreboard, which has all the teams with their VP totals?
I see that, but which event is it? I think is more maybe where I'm.
Oh, U26.
Is this under 26? Got it. Okay, I'm sorry. I was on the wrong event.
Yeah, so then go to the top of that page. There should be a thing that says
no, I got it.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thanks.
I'm watching both tables.
Yeah. I'm so sorry. I need one more minute and then I promise I'll be back.
Sure. Well, it looks like both tables have led a trump at some point. I mean, I guess South in the green room and elected to lead a heart. Declare immediately took a spade finesse. I'm not sure about the spade finesse and 4 spades. Let me think. Yeah, I really don't like that spade hook and 4 spades. I think we just want to like go ace of clubs, club ruff, ace of spades. Or maybe spade to the ace, ace of clubs, club ruff, diamond to the king, club ruff. We can afford to lose 3 trump tricks, but we can't afford to get tapped out if the spades split badly. Like here, a heart comes back. If we pitch on this trick and spades are 4-1, we're in danger of losing 3 trumps and a heart. And if we ruff and spades are 4-1 and the diamonds don't split, I don't know. I mean, maybe it's overly cautious, but I feel like I am gaining against some 4-1 spade breaks. Obviously, in 6 spades, Declare has a lot less to think about. It just needs things to go well. RA failed to go well. I mean, yeah, it just... The King of Spades was offside. There just wasn't anything Declare could have done. Okay. Big swing going the way of Israel, it looks like. On the first board. Stopping at a much safer level. So on to board 11. Blue room. South thinking about what to open. 1 club. Is it strong? Oh no, we'll find out. Club, heart, showing spades, it looks like. Three clubs? No. No, that's not the bid. South opens a no in the green room. I like that a little bit more. I would be a little bit concerned that the hand's too good. It's a 16 count, but excellent 6-card club suit and all of the honors are working. I think I would have been tempted to upgrade this into like the 18 to 19 range. Maybe. It's probably close. 1 no is okay. But man, 1 club, 3 clubs. Oh. Especially when you can bid 1 spade, which is probably forcing opposite the transfer. I would really prefer to do that. Well, North-South got to 3 spades in the blue room after North showed their 5-5. Will they also get to 4 spades in the green room? I think so. I mean, North is definitely going to game force. Looks like their convention, or their way to do that, is to bid 2 hearts and 3 hearts. Diamond lead in the blue room solves Declare's diamond problem, although they were going to be able to pitch on the ace-king of clubs. East kind of very aggressively playing the 9 of diamonds at trick 1. That's a little bit scary. Partner could have led from queen 3rd, of course. So how does Declare want to handle the play? Leads a heart immediately. Heart to the 9. East wins the 10. It's pretty tricky for the defense to figure out how to stop Declare from setting up that heart suit. Hearts are 3-3. It's looking like this is going to be 11 tricks. In the green room, West got off to a club lead. I think I like the club lead a little bit better. West looking at two possible defensive tricks on their end in the King of Hearts and Ace of Spades. Really just needs to find two more tricks in partner's hand, and hoping that partner has a club honor is probably the simplest way to get to two more tricks. Why do I have a... What is going on here in the blue room? Why are the name tags just... Oh my god. What is... Help? Hello? I'm gonna refresh. What is this glitchy software? Why are cards just disappearing? Okay, it's fine. We're back. Oh no. It's gonna be one of those days, isn't it? Let me close BBO because I wonder if that's just eating up a bunch of my computer's memory. Oh my god. Why is the 6 of diamonds still on? Oh no, now West name is gone. The software is just buggy? Do we have to watch just one table? What is happening? East name is gone. East name is back. Now my mouse cursor is just destroyed. What is this? Cards are just disappearing out of nowhere. What? Okay, this is actually unwatchable. I think we have to pick a table. Okay, fine. We'll go to the blue room. Is this the one? Because this table is ahead of the other room. We'll hang out here. What did I just witness? I'm sorry for people who have been enjoying the split screen view. Apparently we're not doing that anymore.
Okay, I'm now off for the rest of the day.
Hello, welcome back.
Thank you.
3 no Trump question mark. By the way, my split screen just decided to break, so I
can't. Which table are you focusing on? I find the split screen version really hard to follow.
Okay, I'm just on the Olivia Kwan table.
Perfect.
Canada.
All right.
3 no Trump question mark. Let's see, what all happened? A diamond? Double? Questionable, but fine. A heart? 3 no. Yeah, what's wrong with 3 no? Partner showed a opening hand.
I think everyone's bidding seems totally fine to me.
Heart opening lead. The 4 of hearts, not the Jack of hearts.
Well, I think we're probably going to get this wrong now, although there's no huge urgency to win this trick and be in dummy. I mean, the spade position is, we can see it's double dummy favorable, but the Declare can't bank on 4 spade tricks, but he almost certainly can bank on 2.
Yeah, but that's not enough tricks.
No, but it sort of is if the Queen of Hearts holds a trick one. We can just, play on clubs eventually. Hope the Queen of Diamonds is a trick, So two spades and two hearts and three clubs is seven. Is that right? Yeah, and
Yep.
then two diamonds if we could score them. So
Yeah, but that's just way too slow. You don't have time to set up all these tricks. I think you need the king ten of spades to be on side to make this. So I think we lead a low spade, and when West follows low, we put in the 9. Yeah, like, this line of play just has no tricks. I guess that's. Hold on, is that
yeah.
not true?
So we could play a diamond now. We might be able to end play West later and diamonds to, to lead a spade away from the king late in the hand.
So let's say West did start
I
with
mean,
king third of
the hearts are
hearts.
blocked, so
Um, we have a heart loser. We have a club loser. We have a diamond loser.
it seems. I mean, I think whether or not it works, I think the Declare is hoping for something along the lines of what I was just suggesting. Really cover this. Actually, East could have ducked that.
Yeah.
And
And
maybe should duck it, right? Because she knows her partner has three of them.
oh, East played back a heart. So now I think your plan does. Oh, but Declare pitched. Oh, yeah, no. Fascinating. Wait a second.
No, so West better cash that ace of clubs now.
Yeah. No, it doesn't. It doesn't matter, right? West always has diamond exits.
Because we can't unblock the diamonds because we have to play a club ourselves.
Yeah.
Yeah. Sure. So
Yeah. I mean, I guess Declare's better plan was not to pitch the diamond on the third heart and to pitch a spade instead, and then West would have to find the king of spades exit. Otherwise, West would get squeezed in the pointed suits. Anyway, 3-0 goes down. I mean, it looks like there were chances for both Declare and the defenders to do a little bit better.
yeah, they certainly have nothing else. Taking the 25% chance in spades, which is probably better than that in real life, would have been one way to go.
Yeah, I mean, we can even call it 50 because the king of spades is
I think
almost
your spades is
certainly
100%
marked on.
known. Yeah. Yeah. Alrighty. Well,
Pass my northeast has a nice hand. 18 gets to open a club. I'm going to run to the restroom really quick. I'll be back in a sec.
okay. No, I'll talk there. So I think north south are going to stay out of this one. So I guess first question is West going to transfer or bid hearts naturally? The South has defied my expectations and overcalled a diamond on a pretty horrible hand, which makes West's life a lot easier. They can make this negative double showing both majors. See if North is going to raise. Nope. Stays out of the way here, so. I guess you just bid four hearts is easy. You do feel like it might not quite be enough. If your partner has any two of the missing aces, we probably have a slam. And I'm not sure there's really any better course of action than just to bid a heart game, but it does feel like on some of partner's possible hands that we're going to be a little bit nervous. I was just thinking about what to do here. I mean, if partner responded to heart, you might want to try four clubs, although I think the suit's a little weak for it. And three hearts if you want to give your partner some leeway in their negative double, I guess. But that seems like a very wimpy view to me. Yeah, he does decide that four hearts is just the normal course of action. 4-1 Trump split is a little bit annoying, but clubs are 3-3. Everything else is pretty solid. I think the player is not going to have too much trouble here. I don't know, you lead us south, maybe a spade, hoping to push something through the dummy. And the player could just, play a club, eventually play on hearts.
What did I miss?
So East thought for a while before bidding four hearts, but I think just eventually decided that there's really no other sensible bid. Like you're a little worried that you might miss a slam if partner has two aces. Maybe the hand is um one that you might want to cube it on and then bid a game just to cater to that. But that Jack of Clubs is a pretty big card. I don't know. I think four hearts is pretty down the middle. And
Yeah.
as I predicted, South leads a spade, hoping to be leading through strength here.
Yeah, yeah. Um,
So I think my inclination was win in hand and lead a club a trick two before starting trumps. I don't think this 4-1 trump split is going to do much more than very mildly inconvenience declare. And I just rearranged my layout here a little bit, so if there's any sound issues, please let me know.
no, it's all good on my end. I
Excellent.
I do wonder if South should try a diamond, try and set up some sort of forcing defense, given that from South's perspective, trumps might be 4x1 around the table.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it just feels like all the strength is on our right. Partner couldn't raise. King Jack fifth is one where we could easily blow into a bad layout.
Yeah,
As here, it turned out it would if Declare just had another diamond. So I think South instincts were reasonable.
sure.
And against that, like as you say, maybe if there isn't a possible tap that the defense is hopeless to start with. So if we blow a trick, it's not a trick we care about that much.
Yeah, that was kind of my thought, but um, for sure. Spade makes
I
some
just
sense.
fine though. Partner's more likely to have a spade card than the actual ace of hearts. So spade through, partner wins. They play a diamond from their side, which has to be better for us.
Yeah. I mean, at that point, declares diamond. Loser just goes away on the spades. But it's true.
I think I may be having a little bit of Wi-Fi difficulty, so apologies if I go in and out.
It is generally a good idea to set up your side suit rather before pulling trumps in spots like this, but declare leads one round of hearts. I think now it's probably a really good idea to start playing
Yeah.
on clubs.
Yeah, one seems okay.
Yeah, I mean, the problem is, like, imagine if we play a second heart here and North wins and plays a third heart. Now we lead the Jack of Clubs and it holds. And, I mean, it's true on this lie of the cards, we could then cross to the Spade King and take a roughing finesse to set up our club suit. But, if clubs were 4-2, we would be in a lot of trouble. And if the Ace of Clubs was in North's hand, we would be in somewhat trouble as well.
Yeah, like the fact the diamond hadn't been attacked yet is somewhat helpful for us because it's an extra entry as well as an extra stopper.
Yeah. All right, second round of
Yeah, I
spades
think just start
comes.
your side suit when you have a hand like this is usually good advice.
Yeah, now it's just 100% guaranteed. Rough a club with the Jack of Hearts and pull trumps. Oh boy. Declares led the Queen of Hearts. I had a little bit of a hiccup on the love. We're back on the Love Bridge site, and of course, this is the. There are just technical issues abound all over the place.
Yeah, I'm having a bit of a Wi-Fi hiccup myself here.
So, like, here, North could win and play back a diamond, and then, due to the 4-1 trump split, Declare isn't able to rough the club suit good. Um, I mean, they could rough the club suit good, but it would come at the cost of trump trick.
Right. I mean, yeah, I guess they rough a club with the jack, overtake the nine of hearts,
Yeah,
and just run clubs.
right, right.
But yeah, their entry position would be a little bit screwed up.
Yeah, so North wins. And what does North decide to do? It does back a diamond, so we'll see how East handles the end position here, because I think some of these lines of play, like this whole idea of roughing a club with the Jack of Hearts and then overtaking the 9 with the 10, is going to be pretty
They
foreign to
don't do.
players. Um,
Oh, I'm sorry. I think that they have six.
Hi,
I think
Stevie.
like they
One
can just
hi.
draw trumps and take four black suit tricks, but they can't. They have to
right.
cut off one hand or the other.
Yeah, I mean, now what Declare could do is cash the king, queen of clubs, and because clubs are 3-3, they pitch two diamonds and then pull
Right.
trumps and then cash the ace, queen of spades. But obviously, that's, a pretty scary line of play. Um,
Uh,
Rob,
oh,
thanks
I
so
see.
much for the
Yeah.
32 months.
So yeah,
Hello to
Declare
you,
has
too.
uh, put herself into an awkward position.
Yeah, for sure. And kind of like I mentioned, you pointed out this whole rough a club with the Jack of Hearts and overtake the 9, but it's just if you're not familiar with this type of play, it's really not going to be on your radar because you're so
Mm-hmm.
afraid of giving up a trump trick that you don't otherwise have to give up. So you'll always be looking for ways to like not give up a trump trick in spots like this.
Yeah, like it feels weird on a hand where you can draw trumps and claim to do anything other than draw trumps and claim, but this is definitely the time.
All right, can clubs, pitch a diamond. Queen of clubs, pitch a diamond. So if North had been able to rough that trick and then return a heart, I guess Declare would be
That would
fine,
be
right? They
fine.
could win the
Or
10
draw
of
the last
hearts and
trump.
rough the clubs good.
Yep.
So, okay, this line of play is actually fine from here. But of course, Declare didn't need to put themselves in this position. They could have just roughed a club earlier before leading the Queen of Hearts out of hand. Now we have a claim. Heart to the jack, heart to the 10. The clubs are all winners. Well spotted by East in the end.
Yeah. A little bit dicey, but one way or another, she was certainly making 10 tricks.
Yeah, so it feels like an okay result for Canada. They didn't get overboard, and they do make all of their tricks. Another 18 count for East. Which match are we watching? This is the U26. So the juniors, Canada versus Israel, under 26. So Canada is out of contention and Israel has basically already qualified. So this isn't going to have a large impact on the standings. But this is the strongest match that we could find for the current time slot.
Yeah, so the 2 available matches.
Yeah, exactly. And just a quick update on the standings. Currently, USA 1 is in 9th in the U26. Netherlands
how far,
has overtaken them.
How far behind 8th place are they?
It's 3.8 VPs currently.
That's a decent amount.
Yeah, they're playing up against China in this round. And so, I mean, I think this is going to be a pretty telling tale for both teams, the USA 1 and the Chinese team. If China really deserves their spot at the top of the standings, they're currently sitting in 4th, then they'll probably hold on. China's currently leading by 1 in that match. And the Netherlands, who has overtaken USA 1, is facing off against an England team that seems to have no more gas in their tank. Netherlands is up by 10 in that matchup.
Yeah, it looks like the English were struggling through quite a bit of this, if I recall correctly.
Yeah, G2R2 asks, how do VPs work? It's basically like a logarithmic scale in terms of how many imps you win the match by. So if the match is a tie, it's 10-10. If the match is, like 50-0 or something, it's 20-0. And then, numbers in the middle, like if you win by 1, you probably pick up like 10.2 and the opponents get 9.8 or something like that. There's a scale on the WBF website, I'm sure, that gives the exact values. But that's basically it. So it just converts your imp results into victory points.
And generally, the marginal imps you win by are not, become of diminishing importance. So winning by 10 might mean you win like 14 victory points, and winning by 20 wouldn't mean you won 18-2, would be probably like 16.5 to 3.5 or something.
Yeah.
The first 10 are worth X and the next 10 are worth less than X, and the 10 after that are worth less than that, and eventually the marginal ones are worth 0.
So generally it rewards you for winning matches and then also for blowing out opponents is basically what the VP scale rewards. Like winning matches by like 25 or 30 is not as good as like, and then, like losing a little bit is not as good as like winning most of your matches, some of them being close and some of them being really large blowouts.
Yeah, I would imagine 1 win by 30 and 2 ties is worse for you than 3 wins by 10, even though you've won the same net 30 imps.
Right. Yeah. So you want to like win by 5 or 6 because that'll get you a decent chunk. And then against the much weaker teams, you don't want to win by 5 or 6. You want to win by enough margin that you score close to 20 is the idea.
Yeah. The theory is that, everyone else is going to be beating up on the weakest teams in the event and racking up victory points against them. So every victory point you don't win against a team like that effectively is one that you're spotting the good teams in your bracket.
For sure. Man, we have been sitting on this 3 club bid for a while. Am I frozen?
You're frozen. They're halfway through the play.
Oh my god. Okay, I'm frozen. We get to play our favorite game again. Oh, how I have missed Love Bridge kibitzing.
Yeah, it varies. Although honestly, typically, if there's a sponsor, you would play the sponsor against the weakest teams. Here, if like you think one of your pairs is materially weaker, you probably want to play them against the weaker teams because, sure, you might miss an opportunity to rack up a big score, but you also don't want your weakest players playing against the best teams in the event.
Right. Yeah, it's kind of an interesting game theory problem, and I think generally, if you have seating rights, which like I don't know how that works in these things, you might have to. It might be that neither team gets seating rights in the round robin, where like you have to submit your lineups at the start of the day, for example, and it's kind of
Mhm.
double blind. Um, and if that's the case, then you probably just pick whichever matchups you're most comfortable with. Um,
Yeah, where like you know what teams you're playing when, but yeah, as you say, you might not be able to necessarily choose the table matchups.
yeah, so in that case, I think generally the idea in these round robins, and I could be wrong on this game theory wise, but to me it sounds as if you're one of the top teams, you probably want to play your best pairs against the other top teams, assuming that they will do the same thing. Because what you really want to
Yeah.
happen is for all of the top teams to effectively draw against each other and ensure that all of you get into the next round.
Hmm.
Like have this sort of handshake agreement. I mean, there's no like collusion or match fixing, but the theory is like if your top players play against their top players, it's probably going to be a relatively close match. Maybe someone wins a game swing or something, but like overall, it's not going to be like your top players against their worst players and then you just crush them and then they're left in catch up mode where now they're required to win 20-0 against some of the weaker teams. You really just want all of the top teams to kind of like cruise through and um, have just like an easy time. So that would be my
Yeah,
idea.
yeah, I think mine too, right? Like imagine your team has, and again, this is kind of more of a thing in the Bermuda Bowl where there's so many sponsors. But like let's say you have two really excellent pairs and one okay pair, your sponsor pair is fine, but they're not world beaters. And like, Guadalupe sends a team or like, one of these bridge federations that really doesn't have any good experts. Apologize to anyone who's watching from Guadalupe here. Um, like, fine. So you put one of your top pairs and your sponsor pair against a team where everyone is weak. You go from an overwhelming favorite to still a pretty solid favorite. But if you play your best pair and your worst pair against one of the other top seeds, you probably go from an even expectancy to a serious underdog. Like, that's much worse than going from a heavy favorite to a moderate favorite.
Right. Yeah. Yeah. And I mean, again, it comes back to kind of the exponential scoring on the thing.
Right?
Um, but I do feel like there's some sort of prisoner's dilemma thing going on with like the top teams all wanting to qualify. And so like if you can just effectively play to a draw against the other top teams, not in some like collusion way, but in some way that like your expected value against them is close to average, then you kind of want to do that. Um,
Yeah, like to the extent possible, you're going to want to take actions that minimize the chance of a very large imp swing.
right. Whereas, kind of on the flip side, if you're one of the teams that is competitive for like that last place spot, but probably not as strong as some of the other uh, teams, like towards the top of the standings, you'll probably want to do the opposite. You'll want to play your worst pairs against the teams at the top of the standings, or
Yes.
like the teams that you expect to lose against, and you'll want to play your best pairs against the other teams to kind of increase the variance. Where like hopefully your worst pairs will just like be dealt a bunch of flat boards and you'll lose the match by like 10 or 15 or something, but then you can crush all of the teams beneath you and pick up 17 or 18 VPs in some of those matches.
Yeah, like kind of to get back to the sort of tail end of the VP scale. if losing by 40 and losing by 60 are the same, then you don't care if you turn yourself from a 40 imp underdog to a 60 imp underdog.
Exactly.
Anyway, we have a 3-no contract by North on a lead that doesn't really cost the defense anything, except it makes life a little bit easier for Declarer here.
Yeah, I saw a bit of a declare call, or a director call. So I don't know if there's something like that going on. But
Oh, interesting. I didn't.
but yeah, the spade suit is interesting. I mean, for one thing, North South missed a 4 spade contract. Well, they missed a spade fit and are playing in 3-no trump instead. Um, so we could see a bit of a different contract in the other room.
Yeah, also a little interesting. If you're East, once you're bidding, I think it's much better to bid 2-no trump than 3 diamonds.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, favorable, your side might just have a excellent save in one of the minors.
Yeah, but also it'd be catastrophic if you're going for a huge number in 3 diamonds. Like imagine partners over there with 1-3 in the minors.
Right? Yep.
No, as you
Declare
say, like
plays a
for
spade to
constructive
the
purposes,
queen.
2-no is better, but for life preservation purposes, 2-no is also better.
That's true. Yeah, this whole spade to the queen has failed to pick up the spade suit.
It's fine. You can just run the jack now.
Yeah, I mean, you'll pick it up for 3 tricks, but not 4.
But that's true. You don't need 4, right? You've got what, 2, 4, 5, 6? Yes. I mean, this heart to the 9 is not great, but the defense doesn't have a lot of options either.
Yeah, it seems fine. West plays back a heart. I mean, a club was probably the most testing switch. Would force Declare to go up with the club ace and then unblock the diamonds. But Declare is going to manage to get to 3 diamonds, 2 clubs, 2 hearts, and 2 spades for 9
I'm not
tricks.
sure. Why couldn't Declare just play small on a club shift from West?
Uh, East could duck. And the 3rd diamond gets stranded.
I see. Yeah, because then West can stop us from having a hard entry to the south hand.
Yeah, I mean, I guess maybe Declare still overcomes that by then shifting back to spades, but it's it certainly makes Declare's life a little bit more challenging. Anyway, I mean, 9 tricks are relatively straightforward here. Declare elects to lead the jack of spades.
Yeah, I mean, it also feels like Declare, made the kind of error that we all would all the time, but an error by not winning the Queen of Diamonds in trick 1 to unblock the suit for the finesse. He knows it's working.
Yeah, I mean, it's. I'm not sure I would go as far as to call it an error because Declare wanted to be in the south hand to take a spade hook. But yeah, it did make the rest of the play a little bit more taxing.
Yeah, I mean, Queen of Diamonds, low club to force an entry, or Queen of Diamonds heart.
Yep.
Like as you say, it was convenient to be there to play the spades, except now he has this annoying blockage here. All right, so he doesn't block it.
All right, Queen of Diamonds. So East should definitely duck this. Now spade. Yep, 8 of spades, nice play. If this gets ducked, then we can just play a low club towards the queen. And if the 8 of spades loses, then the 7 of spades is an entry to the diamond ace. West is finally going to set up that heart trick now that all of their entries have been knocked out. Oh, no, just kidding. All right. Good play by Declare. Ends up making 3 no trump. I mean, I think this could easily be a swing. If North-South get to 4 spades in the other room, 2 rounds of hearts getting roughed.
Yeah, even in 3 no trump, it was a little bit of a tricky hand.
Yeah, for sure. So, nice result for Israel there. Israel's already up 20-0 in this match. This is the final board of this segment. And then we got one more match to go.
So that segment will start, I assume, quite soon.
Lorian asked about dumping. I think the way that these tournaments get set up is that they try and face off countries that are friendly with each other early on so that you play up against, you know, like the US and China are playing each other in the second to last round. Yeah, so that you actually, I bet USA and China are playing each other in both of the last rounds. Has USA 2 played China yet? It's probably their last round opponent. Oh my god, the standings are so close. It's currently USA 2 197.5, USA 1 196.25, Netherlands 190, almost 196.
Yeah,
And
I don't think dumping is really a thing. You know, it's, as you say, like, you know, when these teams, like, you can be bent, like, bunched pretty closely in, like, 3 through 11, and you dump because you want one team to get knocked out or the other way around, and, like, oops. You know, you dump yourself right out of the tournament.
yeah. Yeah.
You know, not to mention, like, most bridge players are so competitive that, you know, maybe you soft play someone, like, when you both have an easy qualification because you don't want to waste energy. But that's not really dumping, you know, that's just, like, sitting there and filling out the movement in a meaningless position, which I consider different.
Yeah, that's definitely a bit of a challenge. Well, this hand got a whole lot more interesting after that club lead. So Declare now has 8 tricks in the bag.
Let's see. So if we run the diamonds, how likely is it that the opponents will screw up in some useful way?
Yeah, it does look like Declare is probably still going to go down. But
Yeah,
it has made it more interesting.
These supposed to both have to pitch hearts to give Declare a chance here.
Yeah, I mean, West only
Well,
needs to
that's
make
one
one discard on the diamonds, which is
right.
A spade. But seeing East encouraging heart pitch, I expect West to pitch a discouraging spade. Are North-South playing 10 to 13 as well non-vulnerable? Are they? North started
I don't
with
know.
a
Was it?
13 count.
Yeah.
So South invited. South had 11.
So that suggests more likely 12 to 14.
Yeah, it's probably 12 to 14. Yeah, see, Declare is going to have to give away the show here on these two last diamonds. I mean, they could pitch, say, a club on this trick, which I think would be the best play. Oh, really nice play by North. But this last diamond, Declare is going to have to give things away. I mean, Declare didn't need to run 5 rounds of diamonds. The problem is any entry to the North hand they use is going to give a little bit away. So even if Declare were to, say, cross to the club ace at trick 2 and then run the queen of spades, I mean, that's already going to be a revealing enough card. West is just going to win and switch to a low heart. Yeah, now Declare just has to pitch a heart from the south hand.
I declare I could just pitch a spade and take a spade finesse. That's 9 tricks if it works.
Yeah, same idea. Like, you're going to need to take a spade finesse to get the 9th trick. And it is just not there. Oh, so Declare is actually doing a really good job trying to conceal what's going on, pitching all these clubs. And West just has one more hurdle to overcome. Low heart. There we go. Nice play. Now East has the last hurdle to overcome. Play back a heart, not the king of clubs. I mean, Declare's made it look very enticing to continue the king of clubs here. It's safe, right?
Right.
But
yeah, Declare does have 3 winners if you can ever get the lead.
Okay, nice play by East. East paused and counted out the hand, realized that North has turned up with the club ace, the ace king of diamonds, the queen of spades. All of the high cards were marked. So, good defense, East West.
I believe that is the end of this segment.
Yeah, let's go to the other table. They are just finishing up the last board. A diamond pass, 3 no trump. East West have already taken 5 tricks. And 3 no down, 1 for a push. So Israel defeats Canada 20-1. Let's head back over here. Is this excellent? Okay.
Yeah, give me a moment. I will find our options for the last segment.
Great. And I will take a look at the standings. And oh my god, it's chaos here. I mean, 5th through 9th are separated by less than 5 VPs. That's nutty. So France in the lead, Poland in 2nd, Israel in 3rd, China sitting in 4th. I mean, I guess China technically isn't in yet. Although it would take quite a bit for them to drop out of 4th. But Sweden, USA 2, Italy, Netherlands, and USA 1 all competing for 4 slots. That is 5 teams. One of those teams is going to be an unlucky loser. Not going home, they'll play in the border match, but they will not be making it to the knockout stages. And yeah, so USA 1 actually, oh, this is crazy. USA 1 dominated against China in this set, picking up 15 3/4 VPs, and they're still in 9th. I think they came in like in 7th or something. So the Netherlands must have had a really good set. How did they do? The Netherlands defeated England handily. Italy must have had a pretty good set. Oh no, Italy must have been higher up. Sweden.
Nope. Italy lost by one. They must have had a good set. Or
Yeah,
they
so
must have had a good
Sweden and
score coming
Italy
in.
must have been higher up in the standings, and they've kind of evened out in their matchup. And USA 2 barely defeating Greece um, to keep things interesting. So one more match. These are the standings in the last. Oh, I was so right. USA 2 against China is the last matchup. USA 1 against Israel. Oh, dude, we're out. USA 1 is just cooked. They're playing Israel. Who are the other teams
I mean,
playing?
whatever. They have an eight-board set that they need to win by 10 or something. I don't love their chances, but hardly time to count any of these teams out.
Ooh, Netherlands is playing Sweden. So Netherlands has a hard matchup as well. Yeah, I mean, like, there's actually quite a few of these really big matches happening. China USA 2 is a big one. I mean, I
Mhm.
don't think China gets knocked out of the top 8, but if USA 2 crushes them, then USA 2 might overtake for the fourth place spot. Sweden against Netherlands. I mean, again, I think Sweden is, they're not comfortable, but they're up here.
Well, well, Netherlands is really comfortable.
Yeah, I mean, they're sitting in 8th currently. So,
Yeah, 0.53 ahead of USA one.
yeah, exactly. Ignore these things on the right side of my screen, but on the one that we'll get back to in a second. So that's a big matchup. And
Well,
of course, the USA 1 against Israel is going to be a big matchup. Um,
uh,
who's
all these
Italy
exciting
playing?
matches. And our options are to watch India, France under 21 or Latvia, Netherlands under 31.
I think Latvia was doing well in the under 31. Um, yeah, Latvia's in 5th. Is USA 1 Finn's team? It is. Yeah. Finn Klesnik and a bunch of people I've never heard of before. I mean,
Well, Harrison's on the team.
yeah, okay. Harrison's on the team. Yes. Um,
And I think Bohan Zhu, I think we've seen before.
that's possible. Yeah. So Latvia, who in the U31?
I believe Netherlands.
That actually looks like an important matchup. Netherlands is currently in
Oh.
ninth. Latvia's in 5th. I mean, Latvia
Yeah, so
is qualified.
Latvia has a virtual lock on qualification. Yeah.
Yeah, but Netherlands, it's going to be important for them. And also, Eric is
Well,
Latvian, so I'm sure he'll want to, if he's here, or if not, he'll probably check the VOD later. What was the U21 match?
India against France, I believe. Yes.
Ah, good. Two teams that are not qualifying. That's what we want to see.
Yeah, I think all the Indian teams have been struggling in this event, right? No,
Yeah.
sorry, India is second in the under 31.
Hmm. Yeah.
And I believe we have 10 minutes to game time.
Gotcha. Yeah, so big matchups coming up. Let's see. Is this cross table by rank? Is this the one we wanted to take a look at? So,
And the Latvia Netherlands match, by the way, is also a Love Bridge match.
oh no. Okay, that's fine. How have some of these teams been doing against the other top squads? France has been getting clobbered by all of the top teams. Good to know. Uh, that doesn't look too promising for them going into the knockouts. Poland looks to be doing the best. They lost to USA 2, but USA 2 is going to be out. I mean, well, one of the US teams is going to. I guess USA 2 is probably in better qualifying position. No, they're playing China. Man, these are tough matchups in the last round.
Just keep in mind these are 8 board matches, so there's going to be a lot of randomness.
Yeah, Poland looks like they're the most dominant team by far. They've lost one matchup against the top 8 teams. And a lot of their wins have been pretty large. So they're probably my pick for favorite going into the knockout stage.
I was looking at bridge winners. Billy Eisenberg passed away yesterday at the age of 88, I believe. No, almost 88. He was going to turn 88 in September.
I guess Israel has the. I don't know. Israel or maybe Italy has the next best record against the top teams. But these guys are all over the place. Anyway, what are the standings in the other events? Oh man, USA is just struggling in all of the teams. U21, USA 2, and USA 1 are 7th and 9th. Currently. One round to go. Or wait, is that one round? Yeah, that's one of the. Oh, so the women's and U16 are done. So we have the final standings. There's one board to play in USA 2 Israel. Could it matter? It looks like no. It does not matter. Doesn't affect the standings. So we have, in the women's, Netherlands, Poland, Norway, and Italy are the top 4. China, Denmark, USA 1, and Japan are going to be their opponents for tomorrow. And in U16, we have Poland, China, France, and Chinese Taipei are the top 4. And Israel, USA 1, India, and Latvia are making it in for the U16.
I am certainly rooting for USA 1, but I guess we'll see how that goes.
Well, I am rooting for USA 2 in the border match. I
can also root for USA 2 in the border match. I don't care.
I'm very hopeful in the border match. The other event, not so much. But yeah, anything could happen in the one-day matchups.
So what is happening in the USA 2 is. So yeah, like I think there's a good chance we'll see 2 USA teams in the under 26, but we also might see 0.
I think 0 is going to be hard because Denmark, who's in 10th place, is a full 12 and a half VPs out of qualifying.
Oh, I see. Yeah.
Yeah, so I think there's
USA 2 and USA 1 would have to both really get clobbered.
I mean, I think they might. And so I honestly think there's going to be a fight between the USA teams for who loses by the least is the one that gets knocked out or doesn't get knocked out. But I have the feeling that we might qualify in 8th place. Is the USA 1 U21 team the Silver Seddon Destroyers? USA 1 U21. It is these guys.
Some of them. Yeah, it's Jack and Avery were on that team, but I think John McAllister was on that team. I don't recall who John played with. Was he playing with Ethan, maybe? It might be 3 of those people.
Yeah, I'm not sure. I don't remember.
Yeah, it's at least two of them because Avery was on that team and possibly more, but no more than three.
But yeah,
Yeah,
they do
Avery and
have
Jack are
another
good. Yeah.
matchup to try and claw their way back in. And it looks like they pulled a good draw in the final round. USA 1 is playing up against Norway in the final match over there. So, Norway, not one of the top teams, although, kind of on even footing with them based on the way things have gone. But USA 1 has a decent chance to try and move up the standings in the U21 in the last matchup. All right.
I mean, they control their fate. If they win, they're in.
Well, they're
Yeah.
currently
If
in
they lose,
ninth,
they're all
so they'll need to
right. But
win
they're playing
by.
the eighth.
Oh,
They're
Norway's in
playing the
eighth.
eighth place team. Yeah.
Ah, okay.
Yeah, they're 1.5 or 1.49 behind the Norwegians, so virtually any win should be good enough unless something really strange happens in the rest of the standings.
Gotcha. Yeah, yeah. I guess France could overtake them. It's possible, or Sweden. I mean, there's quite a few teams that have a chance of qualifying in the U21. It's not the same as the U26, where there's really only like 9 teams that are competing for the 8 slots.
Right, but they're ahead of both those teams by, three-ish victory points or more. So, and the several more that they would pick up by beating Norway and winning, 12 or 13 or whatever. So, it would be both France and Sweden would need huge wins if USA 1 beats Norway by a modest amount.
Yeah, yeah, that's true.
Well, we could check in at the end and see what came through for these various teams. Meanwhile, we have 1 minute before the next segment starts.
Yeah, but Love Bridge. Okay, well, Love Bridge is working on it.
I do wonder if in the summer they're going to continue with the typo name.
The what?
The typo name, Silverstein instead of Silverstein.
Oh no. Are they doing it again?
Well, I have no idea, but they went all in defending that it wasn't a typo, right? So I think they're just committed to the bit.
Yeah, I guess we'll see. So let's see, since I'm going to be in Philly for the last 5 days, how many days of Spin Gold am I going to get to do commentary for? I might have a day off during those 5 days. So I might actually do Spin Gold commentary for like whatever that is, Friday or something.
So what is your first day of play? Is it Wednesday?
I have no idea what the day is.
Uh,
It's
well,
the
no. How would
fifth
you
to
how would you
last
have
day.
Friday off? What are you playing in over the weekend?
The fast pairs currently.
Oh, I see. You're not playing the 3-day Swiss.
Yeah, not currently. I mean, it's very possible that someone will come up to us and ask if we want to play teams, and then I'll probably leave it up to Kurt. He did seem to enjoy playing teams in Gatlinburg, and I'm sure if I reminded him that teams would be a 3-day event or possibly a 1-day event, as opposed to the pairs, which is only 2 days, he might be interested in trying to play 3 days.
Well,
But
remember, if you're knocked out on day one of the teams, you can still play the 2-day Paris.
that's true. Yeah, that's very true. Good point.
I mean, that the 3-day Swiss at the Summer Nationals is a really great event.
Yeah, I mean, I'm mostly going there to try and network a little bit. Oh,
Sure.
we're not on the U26, are we? We're on the U31. Found it. Latvia, Netherlands. Sprinkweetsen. I guess I didn't know their first name, but that was also a member of. Oh, this is U31. Yeah, so this might be uh, the Sprinkweetsen that won the World Junior Pairs. Let's watch them.
Sure.
Playing with Kaspari
Oh.
against Belodis and Ilzins. What events am I playing in Philly? So Kurt and I will probably play the Werner pairs. Is that the one? Whatever the 2-day pair event is, and then the fast pairs at the end of the event. But I am going to try and network with as many bridge orgs as possible that I can run into.
So I believe this is not the Sprinqueatson who won whatever it was.
Oh, that was Tebow, right?
Yeah,
Was that okay? Yeah, 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 yeah.
yes, it
So
was.
maybe they have a family as well that plays. I'm gonna be back in a
Um,
minute.
and I will be in Philly for the first week, so Rob and I will overlap for just a couple of days of physical presence. I'm playing in the Life Master pairs with a friend and with actually one of the under 16 USA One players in the mixed border match, assuming we find teammates. Um, so what do we got going on here? Spade by North, two clubs alerted. Probably could have been as few as a doubleton. Chuno also alerted. This looks like it's just a catch-all bid, but who knows? Three clubs. There's only confirming that they actually have clubs. Not willing to raise 3-0 trump quite yet since they have the singleton diamond, and North confirms that they do have a hand that wants to play no trump. So this, yeah. So South now certainly wants to put the hand in four spades. I assume they had some system reason for not showing spade support earlier, but this doesn't feel like it timed out very well for North South. You know, if they had just a little more strength, they might have been in the slam zone and never been able to figure it out since they couldn't, depending on what the auction meant, they might not have ever shown spade support prior to this level. Like a standard auction, with spade, two clubs, from three spades would be more effective on this kind of layout. Anyway, East is on lead. Queen of Diamond seems pretty natural, and West has to decide what to do at trick two with not great options. Probably to shift to a trump. Those declare has probably at least one diamond loser. Nothing else is particularly attractive. There's the trump shift. And with the club splitting, this is just not going to present any problems for Declare. I don't think they can lead another trump and now Declare has a diamond stopper and can take the heart finesse. Or doesn't even need to. They can pitch two red suit cards and the lone clubs. Yeah, I mean a trump it seems right, but West I think knows they're not beating this hand. They're just trying to hope they can score an extra trick. In fact, there's really just nothing to do. This seems a little sloppy. I'm not sure why Declare didn't. Wait, did I miss something? I was thinking why wasn't Declare just. Oh, I see. Yeah, Declare tried to rough a diamond, I guess, which would be effective if the clubs weren't splitting. But even so, though, I guess it is, but now this is a little awkward. They haven't drawn the last trump. They're in danger of being locked in the wrong hand. They did have a diamond stopper. They could just play on clubs, ending in their hand, and if they didn't split, they could still take a heart finesse and lose. Still make 10 tricks. So I'm not totally convinced by this line of play. Yeah, I just refreshed my screen and got to the next hand. It just looked like something a little wonky was happening on the platform.
Hello. I missed something.
Hey, you might want to refresh your screen. It sounds like there was a view graph pickup in some way.
Uh-oh.
So they're on the next hand, but if you're looking at the seven of clubs, It's because of some view graph issue.
I'm on board 18.
Oh, okay, so am I. Good.
Oh, okay. Did
Yeah,
I?
the system went a little crazy toward the end of the hand.
Gotcha. All right, one diamond opener. One spade by West.
We don't know what East West no trump range is, but one no, 14 to 16, 15 to 17 would certainly be my choice.
Yeah, for sure. Two hearts. What are we waiting on? Yeah, this is where things get awkward because, you don't really want to bid three diamonds with East hand, but you do have a little bit better than a normal opening bid. That's why you want to just open a no trump with the hand, convey your strength.
Yeah, although
Shape.
to be to be fair, now they can right side no trump.
That's true. Yeah.
I mean, obviously that's random. That North is the one with the hearts and West needs to declare it. But
Yeah, and that South doesn't have a spade entry.
right. Well, that's less surprising after the overcall, right?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah, tricky
You
spot.
know, and in fact, East West would not make three no trump even if South led a natural looking jack of clubs. There's just no ninth trick.
Well, that's not true. They could knock out the ace king of spades.
Oh, right, because the heart's
Clubs are
protected at that
6-2.
point.
Yeah.
Right, and clubs are 6-2.
Yep. Yeah, now I am a little bit curious. I mean, I like how sick is it to bid three hearts over three diamonds on the South cards? Because North South make four hearts.
It's not that sick. I mean, it's a little sick, but you do have a void in the opponent's suit and three trumps. How bad could it be?
Right. And like as long as your partner has a real two heart overcall vulnerable in between two betting opponents, then you're not going to get punished too badly most of the time. But yeah, I mean, if you're overcalling two hearts on some of the hands that we've seen earlier in the day, then
Right.
obviously, like the South hand can't do anything. So it's, I think this is a tough spot for North South because obviously they've missed their game. Um, but, North can't bid again. I mean, North has already done more than enough. I mean, look, I would have been very tempted at the table with a three heart bid.
Yeah. Yeah, North would
South.
certainly carry on after that.
Yeah.
And meanwhile, this is going to be a very nice result for East West here.
For sure. All right, I'm going to ADHD refresh the standings of U26 like every 5 seconds. So I will keep people updated when a swing happens. Look at this, a win for standard carding. South discouraged at trick 1, and they were able to preserve the 9-8 of spades so that North didn't blow a second spade trick by leading into the Jack-7 tennis. If North-South were playing upside-down carding and South played the 9 of spades at trick 1, then it would have been all over. Declare would make an over trick.
Yeah, although of course you were supposed to ignore your carding methods when there's a technical consideration that's more important.
Yeah. All right, 3-0 making 3. So huge result there for Netherlands. And that is really important for them because they were the team that, I mean, Latvia is going to qualify unless something horrible happens in this match, as well as in a bunch of other matches. But Netherlands needs a pretty big win.
I Now Latvia just has a claim on qualification.
Oh, do they? They're more than 20
Yeah, they're
ahead.
they're more than 20 ahead of ninth place.
Oh, yeah, okay, barely. But yes. Yeah, that's correct.
All
All
right,
right,
well,
U26 is underway. There were a lot of pushes on the opening board. Two heart opening
so
by West. 2-0 asking by East. East has a hand that's willing to game force for sure, and then is actually looking for more here.
game fours, ace king six of hearts and queen of diamonds is a grand. We've
Right, yeah,
seen
yeah,
players
yeah. I
have a
mean,
hand like that here.
that's what I'm saying. They're like game forcing and still looking for more. I didn't phrase it
Yeah,
very well.
yeah. I mean, just start with the inquiry and see what's going on. But I think East is probably headed for six hearts unless West gives, multiple warning signs about it. Yeah, so East West have scored 14 imps for that 3-0 making, is my guess.
Whoo!
That is exactly what it was in the other room. Wow, they did get to four hearts. Without South raising them, by the way.
Well, I think that's a little bit more likely. I think the 3 heart bid from South is like a well thought out bid, but a lot of players would just count up their 1 high card point and be like, I'm happy to be out of this auction. So I imagine North.
Well,
What did
South,
North do?
yeah, yeah, South raise would have been to five hearts.
I see. North just jumped to 4 hearts. That's a little bit
A,
much.
yeah, a diamond pass a spade, four hearts by North.
That's way too much.
Yeah, I think it's insane. I'm not just too much, but misdirected, right? Like the hand was 6-3-2-2, right? It's got seven-ish tricks in your hand. Red white, like it's wrong for in my view for a bunch of reasons.
Yeah. Yeah, Lorian says, unfortunate heartbreak for East West. So can they reach 6 diamonds?
And they reach six diamonds. I doubt it.
I doubt it as well.
Three,
Yeah.
three diamonds presumably again as saw before. I would guess good hand, bad suit.
Yep. Looks that way.
So three spades. I guess this is the cubid natural. I mean, three hearts was obviously forcing.
Hmm. Yeah, I'm thinking. This is probably some sort of inquiry about shortness, but 3 spades, I'm
Oh,
not
that could
sure.
be actually. If three diamonds guaranteed a singleton, then three spades would just be a club singleton, low, middle, high.
Yeah, yeah. I was wondering about that. But maybe it's 3 diamonds is the August response, 3 hearts is asking, and then it's like low, middle, high, none. Might be.
No, I was
Anyway,
thinking maybe like three clubs was just like balance bad hand. Three diamonds could be like, a singleton and some range, who knows?
I do think the club singleton
I,
is known. So
I think yeah. I think you're right. Three hearts and three spades don't make a lot of sense with any other meaning.
I mean, North might still lead the king of clubs, but yeah, okay. Now, this is confirmation. The spade lead is confirmation that the singleton club is known,
Right.
because North would definitely just lead the king of clubs.
Yeah, so unfortunately, this is just impossible, and even single dummy, it's pretty horrible.
Yeah, this is going to be down at least two because Declare is going to lose three natural trump tricks, low heart to the queen and king, and then still
Mhm.
the jack nine of hearts offside. And then Declare, I think, is pretty likely to still lose a diamond trick from there. So this is probably going to be down three. It would be a really funny way to just lose five imps versus four hearts going down one.
Now, unfortunately, it's not messing up the Heart King. The problem is in six, the only play to make it is to catch King Doubleton or King Third in North. So you have to start by leading low from the West hand since you can't afford to crash your ace. You know,
Right.
like if you play the ace and someone just has, I guess it would pick up. I guess playing ace and other would pick up King Third and Jack Doubleton in either hand, but leading low with the
Yep.
Queen is better.
Yep. Yeah, I mean, if West Hearts were ace 10 9, then you probably start by running the queen, which also would work out pretty badly on this lie of the cards. But yeah, Declare is just going to lead a heart to the queen and king. And
Oh, this slide that would be fine. Oh, because you have a diamond loser as well.
yeah, now back comes a spade. Oh, a club. Okay. Heart, show out, cry a little bit.
I mean, a little bit, but I think you expect your counterparts to be in the same contract most of the time. Like
Yeah, yeah.
this wasn't a junior two heart bid. East has the biggest hand in the world.
It's true. It's true. All right. South pitch is a club. Three clubs, suit preference for diamonds. Just to let partner know that they're in even more trouble.
Declare is just going to we cast ace of diamonds, cast a couple of spades, seeing if they can pitch a diamond on a spade, and then take a what? Well, this is crazy.
This is not the best line of play, but I mean, Declare is already going down multiple tricks, so
Plus,
either way.
red under tricks count. Especially when you're tightly bunched. But yeah, diamond to the ace, spade, spade. If they split, you pitch your diamond. If they don't, you got plenty of trumps. You just rough one and take a diamond from this.
Yeah, yeah, for sure. So, I mean, Declare's line of play didn't cost a trick on this lie of the cards. It was just technically inaccurate.
Yeah. Yeah, just ugly to watch.
But not as bad as that 3 no trump earlier where they forgot to Vienna coup. No, okay, I'll stop. Let's take a look at the standings in the under 26. USA 2 has gotten off to a good start against China. They're leading by 4 in that match. USA 1 is losing to Israel by 5 and is currently still in 9th place. Netherlands is up in 8th with their matchup against Sweden. Oh, Netherlands is getting stomped by Sweden, but USA 1 has still dropped into 9th place. It's about 1 VP separating those two teams.
Yeah, so with USA 1, having 4 Veeps on Denmark. If Netherlands loses another large swing against Sweden, USA 1 actually could lose this match small and still qualify, with Netherlands just, dropping out below them without USA 1 actually doing anything good to overtake them.
Yeah, although the danger here is that if the match swings in the other way because of the logarithmic scale, every imp for every imp for USA 1 is not as valuable as every imp for Netherlands in their matchup. So if Netherlands turns the tide against Sweden, USA 1 could be 10 VPs behind pretty quickly. All right, in front of us, a club, a spade, 2 no trump.
No alert, so here? I guess Wes is just... Well, I think Wes has just decided to bury the spade support.
Well, West... Oh, I see what you mean. Okay, yeah, because they have an 18 count. Okay. Whoa, 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 whoa. So much for that. But... Okay. Well, we found our way to 4 spades.
Yeah, I mean... It turns out 3-0 is probably better because, we've got all these tricks and don't have to worry about a bad spade break. I guess Wes was a little bit ashamed of having suppressed your spade support earlier.
Yeah, it does seem very strange, right, to go through 2 no trump and then retract your idea.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, I don't think she thought this far ahead. I think she just heard the 3-0 bit and was like, oh god, how could I do this?
Yeah.
But possibly if she did plan her auction, she was hoping to show like a 3-spade bid that she didn't like to avoid exciting partner, but I don't think that was really it. I think she just, woke up and was like, what am I doing?
Yeah. It is a good point.
But it is possible there was a strategy, and the strategy was show a soft hand with spades and a partner pass, because their hand was horrible, so be it.
Yeah, it's not unreasonable. I mean, you expect a heart lead most of the time on this type of an auction, and getting that lead into the ace, queen, jack makes a lot of sense.
Yeah, although, again, if that's your strategy, then pass 3-0 trump and tell partner later you misordered your hand.
Yeah. I do wonder if 3-0 is going to be right on average.
I mean, when partner has king queen for the diamonds, it is.
That's that's
actually,
true.
Well, some of the time they can knock out the ace of spades, although that might be a little bit tricky because if they can knock it out, then even if the spades were 4-1, maybe that means that one of the spade tricks went away, and we have 3 diamonds at least, and 2 clubs is 5, and 2 hearts is 7, so 2 spades is 9. I don't know. I mean, I would just bid 3 spades, so I wouldn't be thinking about this issue, but I think once Wes has decided it's a no-trump hand, I don't know, it looks kind of reasonable to stick with that decision.
Why did the name tags disappear? What is happening with the Lovebridge site?
This is the same hiccup we were having on the first board.
The ace of diamonds is just gone. What? South has lost multiple... Dude, where are all the cards going?
I wonder if this is like what happens when the operator screws something up.
Okay, I refreshed. We're like 8 tricks deep.
Yeah.
Oh my. Oh god. Well, I spoke it into existence. Netherlands came back against Sweden in the U26, so USA is now down by a full 6 VPs to Netherlands. USA 1, that is. USA 2 has overtaken China for 5th place in the event. And in fact, if USA 2 continues to build momentum. They could overtake Italy to get into fourth.
Yeah, they're only 2 1/3 points behind them.
And that's with Italy almost blitzing their opponents already.
And the USAT team is pretty strong also. The Duffy and Freeman, both of them are very strong. Jang and Shearson, also very strong. And the Zhao brothers, who I know less about, but I've seen Brent play and he seems good. I assume brothers.
I think so, but yeah. I'm not that familiar with them. But they've definitely put on a good showing.
That's a good team.
Do you know how the teams were decided? Was it a team trial? Was it a pairs trial?
I don't know. So I think the under 16 was a pairs trial, I believe, but I'm not 100% sure.
Got it.
Sam Amer, Junior USBC. It looks like that page cannot be found.
Gotta love the USBF website. All right, a club, a heart, double, probably showing 4 or 5 spades. A West can bid 2 diamonds, a constructive raise to 2 hearts. They just bid 2 hearts.
So the 26 was a round robin and knockout.
So the teams were pre-decided.
I guess. I assume that. Who knows? 21 was also round robin and knockout. 26 women was only a round robin, so I don't know if that means that it was a pairs round robin or teams round robin, and under 16 was also a round robin, which I also don't know if it was a team or a pairs round robin.
Gotcha. No, dude, West, no, come on. Stop. Oh, it hurts. No. You were doing so well. 3 spades?
Well,
Stop!
I mean, South has 4. Yeah. Oh, I see. Yeah, South showed 4. I mean, West, if West wants to reopen, and I'm not sure that I agree that they should, double seems a lot more obvious.
But
I mean, the real answer is West should be playing 2 diamonds to show a good raise to 2 hearts, make that bid, show what you have, and let partner make a decision for the partnership at the 3 level.
yeah. Oh no.
Wait, what is going on here? Because I see the King of Clubs led, and I see the King of Clubs in East Hand.
Oh my god. What is happening? Okay,
I also keep losing
refresh.
Yeah, I'm also having a problem where I have Twitch open to see the chat, and that keeps freezing on me as well.
Fuck. Okay, East led a heart to the Queen, King, and Ace. Now declare it.
I can't
two,
see
let
anything.
a diamond.
I'm still having the name tag error, and I see West having led the King of Hearts from King of Clubs, rather.
You refreshed, and you still have that?
Yeah, I think I might be back on track here now.
Jesus. All right. Well, Declare is not taking very many tricks in this 3-spade contract. I mean, who would have thought that South with 3 queens outside of the trump suit should not be declaring and instead should be defending?
Yeah. Yeah, I think that was pretty poorly judged by both West and South.
I mean, if
although
only, maybe, you know, I'm wondering if only there was some bridge influencer who could just like let people know that when we're playing imps, maybe we shouldn't be competing for part square contracts. If only there was one of those that existed that could cure this disease that we seem to have.
Yeah, although I think the problem is, though, to call yourself an influencer, you have to have influence, and it's pretty obvious from this hand that you don't have any.
That's true. I know. I need to work on my ability to influence, I suppose. Oh, how'd this go?
Yeah, I mean, and also, I mean, West did, in a sense, get it right because she diagnosed that North-South wouldn't be able to stand it.
That's true. Yeah. Very true. So I guess ultimately this worked out fine for South. They escaped for down 1. I mean, of course, they would have been much happier defending 3 hearts.
Yeah, and, South has, fine, it's a horrible 11 count, but it's still 11. Might have considered making some kind of try over partners 2 spade bid anyway. And I think part of the reason they bid 3 spades was regret over that.
Yeah. So perfect bidding from all parties, Jake says. Yeah, you heard me correctly. I don't think I could have done better myself. One no trump. That is a good 17.
I mean, it is, although I don't think it is a good enough 17 to upgrade to a 2-no rebid, especially red.
No, probably not. 2 diamonds. Yup.
Frozen again.
Oh, God. Oh. No, the 2 diamond bid. Oh, it hurts. Oh, no. Not like this.
All right, well, I'm totally stuck here. I just have a blank screen on Love Bridge.
No. Yeah, maybe we should have stuck with BBO Vugraph.
I think for tomorrow for the knockout, that would be my choice.
Yeah, I don't know how much I'm going to cover tomorrow. We'll see. I felt a little bit better today, but I'll have to play it by ear.
Yeah, it's weird. Love Bridge, I was able to get to the main Love Bridge page, but the Vugraph page is totally dead for me.
Elurian asks what defense is 2 diamonds to the no trump. I think it's a single suited major. I think that's what's
I was thinking
on.
that it was Capoletti, sort of original Capoletti showing both majors, 2 club single suitor. No, I think you're right, because 2 hearts really pass are correct, and 2 spades was the correction. If South had shown both majors, he certainly would have passed 2 hearts.
Yeah.
Yeah, I really don't like it. I think if you're going to take action on a hand as weak as South, I think you have to show it as both majors. If you're made 1 suitor, then pass and lead a spade as your 1 suit.
Yeah, that makes sense. Oh boy. Queen of Hearts lead. So ace and a heart. East will win and push a spade through. Declare can win. Ruff a heart. Lose like 6 more tricks and be happy that they're not doubled and not vulnerable. I guess they knew one of those things before the hand started. This is an interesting hand for a single suited 2 diamond bid. It really is. Wait, East unblocked?
Yeah.
Declare didn't lead a heart? What are we doing? Why is East returning a heart? Play back a trump! Play a trump! East!
Well, why?
What do you mean, why? Prevent Declare from roughing a heart in the north hand.
Which he can't because we're over-roughing it?
Yeah, but it's with our natural.
Yeah, but we might get, but we might get a second natural via like ruffed with a 3 over ruffed, and we still have the king to come. I don't know. Gets us out of our hand. I think this is fine.
But it's like Declare is effectively you're
No,
roughing
you
one
know
of
what? I take it back. I think this.
you take it back.
Yeah, but there's another thing which is, I was gonna say like it also prevents an entry, but I guess that's always going to be a problem for us when we win our spades later. But I think his plan is just, or her plan rather, is just, exit a heart and don't worry about the heart roughs because we're over roughing.
Hmm. All right. Well, I've settled down a bit. Let me refresh the U26 page and see where things stand. Oh God!
Meanwhile, are we frozen?
Oh, are
Are
we
we
frozen?
frozen?
We
Is
might
Wes
be.
really thinking about this trick?
We probably are frozen. No, I
I
guess
mean, I'm
West is
also not
thinking.
seeing another card played, but I
Okay,
see. All
West did
right, well, nice
overtake.
play to overtake it. And now West can play a club through. I think actually East defense is strong.
No. West is going to continue a heart. East showed a
Or
doubleton.
yeah, but East needs to get on end played, right? So I think a club, club seems better for us. I don't know.
Well, 3 rounds of clubs, Declare can pitch a loser. I mean, like, sure, it is possible to do
Yeah.
this. This is fine.
I I think East West are defending this hand much better than you think.
Here comes a club.
This is a guaranteed down two.
I mean, wasn't everything a guaranteed down two? Like, Declare has no tricks. Finally, a spade comes.
Yeah.
Oh, that probably wasn't the play, was it?
Well, I wonder if West maybe shouldn't have covered that. Rather than give Declare an entry to the dummy, but
I guess this
who
is
knows?
fine.
I
East
guess
is now
Declare
end
would have.
played.
Yeah, but they've already gotten their queen of clubs. That was probably somewhat important. So, yeah, ace of clubs, club, and I guess Declare will still take two tricks.
Well, Declare has 3 tricks from here. They can score all of the ace, queen, ten of spades.
Oh no, sorry, I meant two tricks after roughing with the ten of spades.
Hmm.
But yeah, so down two.
Yeah, kind of a cute end play here on East. Obviously, spade back gives Declare 3 spades directly, but a club back allows Declare to shorten themselves. Declare does need to avoid the error of pitching their heart on a. Okay, East didn't even try. But what I was in shock about was that USA2 is just crushing China. I mean, I don't think China's slipping out of the top 8, but USA2 has moved further up the standings. I mean, they're still in 5th. Italy, of course, is dominating their Argentinian opponents. So it does seem like Italy is going to remain in 4th. But USA2 appears to be qualifying. Netherlands still playing even against Sweden in their matchup. 3 boards to go there. USA1 slips further behind against Israel. They're down 8-0. Whoa, what is this hand?
Yeah, pretty strong north hand here. Pretty shapely south hand. North south can make a diamond. Is that really right?
Yep, that is correct. Stiff king of clubs comes down. Queen third of spades on side. Three diamonds.
Well, you don't even need the king of clubs, right? If they lead a club, you draw trump, take a spade. Vanessa will lead a spade. You can rough out the spades, draw trump, and the club ace still there's an entry to them.
That's true. Yeah. Yeah, yeah.
And I think if you're north, you just start with three spades and see what happens.
Yeah, I agree with that. You're gonna hear a very strange bid from your partner over three spades. Three no?
I was gonna say I'm not sure. Like you think South would be five clubs, I think South would just be four clubs. I don't think
Three
South
no.
wants to.
South passes?
Well, how can South bid over three now?
Are you not convinced
Part-
that five of a minor is more likely to be a making spot than three no?
Partner knows what he has. That could just be anything, including seven solid and a major.
Yeah, but like, well, I mean, see, here's the thing. The seven solid and a major, they would have to have a bunch of like high card points, right?
Whatever it is, like partner knows what we've shown. Our hand is different from that, but not different enough to overrule them looking at their hand and making a decision. In my view,
No, but yeah, I know, I understand your point. I just disagree with the evaluation on it. Like we are 6'5", so it's not like one of these hands where, like imagine if we were. Let me think about a hand. Imagine if we were like four little, doubleton, like ace queen seventh void, right? Like that's probably a three diamond opener. I mean,
sure.
let's just say
I
it
would,
is.
I would do it absolutely.
Yeah. So like, let's say that's a three diamond opener. Now, if partner bids three now, we would shrug and be like, okay, that's fine, right? Because like
Sure.
partner probably has a long running club suit or something like that over there. But here we know partner doesn't have a long running club suit. I mean, like if they have a long solid minor, wouldn't they have gone through three of a major? Or sorry, long solid major. Wouldn't they have gone through three of a major a lot of the time?
Maybe they just have a 17 count with the king of diamonds, and oops, we're one diamond short, but they have some club cards, and three no is just about. I don't know. Like we don't. The point is like we don't know what they have, but they've said opposite a normal three diamond bid, we can make three no trump. I don't know. Like
Yeah,
why are we
but
saying no? We'd rather contract for 11 tricks on a
but
minor. I think it's
but
crazy.
but we don't have a normal three diamond bid. I'm not saying just because of the six card diamond suit, it's like we're 6'5". Most of the time our three diamond bid is going to be 7-3-2-1, right? We are so
No, I
far
agree with that.
separated from 7-3-2-1 shape that I'm just saying like I think this hand is enough to overrule that we are so far distant from what our expected hand type is that five of a minor I think is more likely to be making than three. Am I froze? I'm probably frozen. I'm sure the defense
I think
run
you
six
are.
hearts. Yeah, they've already
Yeah,
taken
I'm
the
on my
first six
trick.
heart tricks.
I'm a trick eight.
So
Yeah, I think I'm gonna post some bridge winners because I think it's interesting, and we'll see what the world thinks. I feel like though if you're going to take the view that like we didn't have a three diamond bid and therefore have to take an unusual action now, then decide before we open the bidding we don't have a three diamond bid and pass and make a two suited bid later if we can.
no, I don't think there's anything wrong with three diamonds. It's just like I think our hand is just very unusual, so we just bid four clubs next. Like I mean it's not like I'm doing this because I think that partner doesn't know what they're doing and that like my hand is so strange. It's just like I think opposite the hands that partner has, five of a minor is more likely to be the making contract than three no trump. And fine, partner's three no trump on this hand was not ideal. I don't think North should be bidding three no with 10/4 of hearts, but even opposite a lot of the more normal three no trump type bids, like we just don't have a lot of losers if partner has a big 17 count. Like what would you do opposite a strong no trump with this hand? Would you just bid three no? Or would you effectively like force the hand to 5 of a minor? I mean, sure, you have system. You could show 5/5 in the minors game force, maybe. But
Yeah, it's. I mean, I would do that and abide by partner's decision. Obviously that's a much smaller distortion because he's expecting 10 cards in the two suits and we have 11. It's
yeah.
basically on par with what he's expecting.
Holy shit, a spade pass and no trump. He, that,
I mean, maybe they can't bid 3 diamonds because I can't see any reason why you wouldn't.
yep. Well, we're here now. 2 clubs, Gazilli. 2 diamonds, good hand. I'm a little surprised by the 2 club bid. Wouldn't West normally just bid 2 spades with this hand?
Maybe this is how they show a weak hand of spades, and 2 spades would be something different.
It's pretty strange, but yeah, it's possible. So 2 spades. Now 3 diamonds? Is that what's happening? Are we passing 2 spades? What are we doing?
I think we have to bid 3 diamonds, don't we? I don't know. I mean, it's hard to say without knowing what East and West have already shown.
I'm going to suppose that West has showed 6 spades. So East passes 2 spades. Fair enough.
Yeah, I'm going to try to find their convention card here. This is Netherlands.
Okay. USA 1 is starting to make a comeback against Israel. They're behind by 2.
Oh my god. So they're playing basically a variation of Bergen. All their 3-level bids are raised of one size or another. 3 clubs, a 3-card limit raise, 3 diamonds, a mixed raise.
Oh my.
Yeah, the
Diamond
say
lead.
Would have paid 3 hearts would have been, but I have no way to show diamonds. Yeah, it's just I do not like these methods.
Yeah. I mean, look, I think we had the conversation the other day that minor suits are terrible. Why would you ever want to bid a minor suit? So
yeah,
maybe they've taken that to heart.
I mean, the other question is why would you want to devote the entire 3 level of bidding to a relatively narrow, continuous range of hands? I don't know.
Hey, I've heard that major suit games are where it's at Imps, so that must be the reason.
And I've heard there are ways to get to them besides having every bid be a raise.
Yeah.
I don't know. I think it is nice to be able to show that 3-card limit raise without going through a no trump, but is it worth the cost? Not to me.
Well, this contract's going to make a lot of tricks. I guess the question is how many? 6 diamonds always makes, Elurian says.
Yeah. Well, always can be made.
Queen of Hearts up with the ace. Okay, West, your move. Ah, now we duck a heart. Okay.
Which seems also a little weird. I don't know.
Oh yeah, no, this was definitely not the correct line of play.
I mean, we're only in 2, so I don't know what it is, but club to the king, diamond seems possible.
Yeah, I mean, that would be a pretty reasonable line of play. Just duck the heart, planning to rough a hardened dummy. Dude, nice frozen screen. We're mid-trick.
Yeah. Jeremy, that's what I was saying. That's the problem and why it's nice to have the 3-card limit raise available. But so you're part of the 3-card limit raise and you play 1 no, It's fine. We have some extra high cards. Three card limit races are usually flat hands anyway. It's not ideal, which is why people like to have a dedicated way to show it. But I don't think it's that big a deal. Um, you know, I mean, the
Oh
question
my
isn't just
god!
like,
I almost had a heart attack. Sweden picked up a big swing, and now it's 1/16th of a VP, separating Netherlands from USA 1.
yeah.
If only
I
there was
just
a way
finished
to
my
get
thought.
this match on VooGraph.
Just to finish my thought here, the question isn't is it bad to bid that way? The question is it worth what we give up on the other side? And we give up on the other side is a spade past three clubs, which is useful for other things. And one thing it's useful for is a hand that's otherwise impossible to bid in 2/1. So I'm willing to have the mild inconvenience of playing one no on a three card limit raise in exchange for the great benefit of being able to bid this hand that otherwise is a nightmare. Anyway, I think I'm frozen because I'm stuck on the Eight of Hearts here. Yeah,
Yeah, you need to refresh.
yeah. If I
Oh
can,
boy.
which Bridge does not want to let me. There we go. So I missed something, but I don't think it was anything material.
Nope. Declare is just kind of cool, calm, and
Claire's making a
collected.
game
Gonna
here,
make
huh?
10 tricks.
10 tricks.
Yep.
Nicely done, sir.
I cannot make this up. Hold on. Chat, look at this. As the play the play is over. Look at this. Oh. And they've got 2 boards to play in the Netherlands match, as well as in the USA 1 match. They have 1 board to play. USA 1 and Israel are currently playing to a draw.
So they got their handful of him back, and it is not quite enough. They're still 0.06 behind.
I know.
Well, the 21s, both USA teams rather, not qualifying on the strength of quite large leads over their opponents from Norway and Uruguay. And
Oh my god.
31s.
Netherlands got to 6 diamonds. Oh boy. That's a big swing for them. Wait.
On the hand where we were arguing about what to do over 3 no trump.
Yeah, that's the one.
Oh, sorry. So, the problem is the invitational hand with the 6 or longer card minor is an impossible hand in standard. Like, it goes a spade, you bid a no trump because you can't do over 1 game force. Your partner bids 2 spades. Okay, but now you pick up Queen 10 7 of clubs and a king and a spade singleton or void and bid 3 clubs. But what do you do if you pick up King Queen Jack 10 6 or 7 of spades and an ace? Like, those hands both need to bid clubs, and if they didn't have a 3 clubs invitational earlier, you can't cram them both into the same sequence. So it's very popular to play a major pass, 3 of a minor, natural invitational, because that hand is brutally difficult in 2/1 methods. In the old days, it was easy. Your 2/1 wasn't game forcing, so you could just cram it in there.
Oh! USA 1 picked up 6 on the last board. So they beat Israel in their matchup. They are currently sitting 2.5 VPs ahead of Netherlands. Netherlands against Sweden has 1 board to play. Oh my god.
I didn't actually realize that was the last board in the segment that we were watching.
Yeah, I'm at the other table.
Yeah, I just closed it because it was still hiccuping on me. I'm just watching it in your window.
So, does East have a 3 diamond bid available? I mean, I guess we'll find out. Three diamonds a little bit easier than two spades. I mean, both contracts probably make relatively comfortably.
Yeah. 170 is a lot, but
170
two spades I
is
think is
a
never in any trouble.
lot. Yeah.
I think with the queen doubleton of spades on side, you were always doing really well in spades, although maybe not quite that well.
Oh, there it is. Three diamonds. I'll pass. Queen, a hearts
Yeah.
lead.
Yeah, notice if you switched one of West ace thirds for that singleton diamond, you might be able to get to a diamond game via this bid, which would otherwise be hard to get to.
Yeah. That is very true.
Yeah, so like, that bid to me is so incredibly valuable that I'm willing to make the sacrifice other places in my system, not playing multiple ranges of 3 level raises, not playing this 3 card limit raise gadget, like raises take care of themselves. You just show your range, you show your raise at some point, and probably it's all fine. But these really hard hands are a problem.
Oh my god. I mean, I think USA 1 might have done it. They're waiting nervously for the result of Netherlands Sweden now.
This is in the 26s.
Yeah.
Oh, I see. So Netherlands, Sweden. Netherlands needs to pick up, I don't know, probably like 4-ish imps on the last board to retake 8th place.
Yeah. Yeah, every imp is going to be very valuable for them because they're behind by a small margin in their match.
Oh my god, I hate the love bridge. Lobby view. Well, it's so hard to navigate.
All right. Declare has started to pull trumps. Looks like the defense can cash a heart. Now, certainly a club switch will come. Assuming North has the count in the heart suit. And I don't know if North does based on this 2 of hearts continuation. Be right
That's
back.
funny,
No, don't go anywhere. This is the last board. We're almost done. Now you can take your time.
Funny, I posted a hand 2 days ago on Bridge Winners. 3 little, 2 little, ace fourth, king queen jack 10, third seat, white red. Playing this open every 11 style. Because I think this is not a hand you want to open in third seat because you're hoping it goes past out. And it is almost an and Glenn was like, no, you should definitely open for the lead. It is actually running 21-20 in favor of pass, but it's basically an even split.
I assume people who are opening a club.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, just a question of, do you want the lead badly enough to risk letting the opponents in on a hand they might have passed out in fourth seat?
All right. Declare misguesses the spade, so ends up plus 110. It does not cost an extra. It does cost an extra imp. So Netherlands will pick up 2 more. Did I say it? Yeah, it does cost an imp. Yeah, so Netherlands will pick up 2 more. Is that going to be enough for them to qualify in U31? Has USA 1 hung on in the under 26? Stay tuned. Netherlands, it looks like, has qualified in U31. And the first team that's out, 9th place, USA 1. So in under 31, none of the US teams qualify. France is the last place team right now.
That's heartbreaking.
Let me see. Okay, great.
Oh, sorry, no, not heartbreaking. I was rooting for USA 2, not USA 1.
Oh, in the U31, yeah, they were way out of it for a while,
Yeah,
unfortunately.
The Argent team I would have liked to see in the knockout. The USA 1 team I had no personal attachment to.
Yeah, they're four-handed, so maybe there was a little bit of a drain on them from that. But I mean, there's still a couple of boards to play. USA One's match, I guess, is not quite over. France's match is over with Bulgaria, and France has them nicked by about 1 VP currently. So I guess I will refresh on that for a second. But over here in the U26, we're still waiting on this pivotal last board between Sweden and Netherlands. And the length of time it takes to get that result in makes me think that something is happening on it. So I guess that's good news for the Netherlands because they need a swing. But we'll
I mean, it
see.
wasn't that interesting a hand. It was the two spades or three diamond one. So a little
Yeah.
surprised they're taking so long.
Yeah, I agree. But I've been on this board 7 out of 8 for about 10 minutes now, and they haven't reported. I mean, maybe they just finished the match and didn't enter it into the bridge mate. That's possible. Um,
It is.
but yeah, I
I mean,
will.
for the moment, and it certainly, actually, I take it back. I think the USA 1 match is over, right? Yep. I don't think it's unless something really weird is happening. How is Netherlands picking up imps on that right? Like whatever contract East West are declaring something, it's gonna make, it's a part score. That's not really a possible swing board. Yeah.
Okay, I feel like I'm
Prove me wrong,
frozen.
juniors.
Let me open up the
Yeah,
page
possible.
again. No, I'm not frozen. It's just hasn't been updated.
No, I mean they're also like India, England still claims only six boards in. I do wonder if there's a reporting issue and not
It could be.
um you know, especially given all the actually I was gonna say like are they doing it sort of through Lovebridge or is it through the WBF system? I don't know.
George Rat
Because
asks, for the
like
USA teams, is the captain also the coach? Not for all of the teams. So I don't actually know how it works. For USA 1, for the under 26, Joe Grew is the captain. And for USA 2, Christian Jolly is the captain. They don't have a coach listed. But for
you
example,
know what?
what?
I was gonna say go to the Lovebridge U26. I believe that's final because the USA 1 and Netherlands victory points are different from what it is on the WBF site.
Gotcha. But so what I was going to point out, because I noticed this the other day, I think some of the kids' fathers are coaches or
Mhm.
parents. Like on the U16, Alex Kolesnik is the captain. He doesn't have any of his kids on the team, of course. And then Steve Chen is the coach, and I noticed that there are two Chens on the team. So it's probably one of the kids'
Yeah.
parents is
Well,
the
Aaron
coach.
Aaron Silverstein is captaining his daughter's team.
Got it. Got it.
In fact, yeah, Jingi is captaining Brandon Cadenge's team. So
Yeah. Okay, you said go to Lovebridge.
yeah, so the Lovebridge running scores seem to not match the WBF site running scores, which makes me think that they're uh, more complete.
Oh my god. Okay, hold on, hold on.
Oh, actually, the WBF site just updated, so they match each other. So I think other than India, England, that event is complete.
Oh boy. So this was the final round scores. Okay, give me a second. Um we had this big pickup USA 1 Israel on the very last board in fact. 6 So USA 1 was getting shut out 8-0 and then they picked up 14 straight to win the match 14-8.
Wow, they needed every one of them.
Yeah, and on the other side, Sweden against Netherlands, lots of back and forth. And the Netherlands did pick up 5 on the last board. with Sweden getting overboard to 5 diamonds, a 2 spade opening from West, intermediate, 3 diamonds by East, 3 no trump, and East decided to pull that to 5 diamonds, and that ended up going down a trick.
No, wait. How do they have the auctions here though? Because none of these were broadcasts.
None of them are broadcast. I think they bid and give scores on the Love Bridge tablets, but you play with actual cards. Unless you're on the Vugraph table.
I didn't realize the auctions. I didn't realize that the auctions were recorded.
Yeah. All of these are... Dude, they got to 7 diamonds on this hand. Classic. But yeah, so going back to the scores then, these are our final 8, and
Can
Netherlands...
you very quickly tell me how to get to this view, because I cannot find it?
Which view?
What you just had, where you can see the auctions.
You go to tables, and then you just click one of the tables. So like if I click A4, then you have to click on the contract, and it'll pop up the auction.
I don't see this anywhere, but I'll play with it. All right, thank you.
Yeah, so here's our final results. France wins the round robin. Poland in second. Israel in third. Italy in fourth. Sweden in fifth. USA 2 in sixth. So congrats to them for making it. China, man, I mean, they had a tough day, but they persevered. I mean, they picked up just enough to maintain their qualifying spot in seventh. And USA 1 barely closes out the day ahead of the Netherlands for the last qualifying position. So tomorrow, France, Poland, Israel, and Italy will choose from the 4 lower seeds who they want to play. And then if USA 1 and USA 2 were to win their matchups, they would be required to play in the semifinals. I don't think they have dynamic seeding, so I think what happens is just whoever picks those teams is going to be forced to play up against each other if they defeat both of the US squads in the next match.